Okay, we are recording. So I'm so excited. We have so many people, and Alicia is doing yoga, it looks like. Um, but, anyways, so guys, next year, if you can, get to conference. Oh my goodness. It was on fire. Um, but I'm really excited to see so many people on today. We're gonna just do kind of a recap of conference and everything I learned. Um, so the main thing, guys, that I learned is that our business, the reason it's so successful, like I've been told this over and over again, like it's Christian based, all that good stuff. No, it is Christian based. The first day that we were there was worship. Like that's all we did was worship. And it was amazing, guys, to be able to be in the midst of thousands of others worshiping God. That, like, to me was like, oh my gosh, just floored me, sort of thing. Um, so we did that first, and one thing that Mark Pentecost, the CEO, said that stuck with me was God has no favorites. If he's gonna bless me, why wouldn't he bless you? Like, we're all made in his image. The only thing that's different is I ask. Where it says ask and you will receive, he means it. He's not throwing it out there as like, hey, maybe you should, you could ask. No, he's saying ask. He's telling us ask and you will receive. Um, Brittany, when I was down there, she gave me this book. You guys are gonna hear me talk about this book a lot. And I don't know if you guys can see it. The Prayer of Jabez. Yeah, Alicia has it too. And it is so, so good, guys. This guy was not like extraordinary. He was not David. He was not Moses. He was just some guy that was in Chronicles. And I love how it puts it in here. And it says, let's see here. What was the secret of the enduring reputation of Jabez? Sorry, all right, no, I'm in the wrong place. That's me. I'm so excited that I'm in the wrong place. So it goes through and it's like this long list of unfamiliar, difficult names. There's more than 500 names in the First Chronicle or in Chronicles. Sorry, just Chronicles. But in like chapter 4, it's going through the descendants of Judah, and then it gets to the 40. So because 44 names into the chapter, a story suddenly breaks through. Now Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bore him in pain. So he was more honorable, but his parents loved his brothers more. His mom named him Jabez because she didn't love him. Sort of deal. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. So God granted him his request. I guess it is First Chronicles. And then the next verse, it goes right back to names. Like, that's the only thing we ever hear about Jabez. It's not like, oh, he went and slayed this whole army. No, he asked 4 simple things of God. And it was just, they were so simple, but they were from the heart. And he was asking God, enlarge my territory. Bless me. Have your hand over me and keep me from doing evil to others. And it was just one of those things that it was like, he wasn't saying, make me the king of the whole world. He was just saying, expand my territory, God. Bless me today with the blessings that I'm supposed to have. And it's just one of those things that, like, Mark Pentecost, I think it was Mark Pentecost, told the story of this guy gets to heaven and he's at the gates, or he goes through and everything, and I think it's Peter was taking him, walking him through the city, and then he sees this building. It's a warehouse, and he goes, what's in there? And Peter goes, you don't want to go in there. He goes, no, 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 I want to go in there. And he goes, no, no, you don't want to go in there. And so they keep touring and everything. They get done with the tour. And he goes, I want to go in there. Like, what is in there? And Peter's like, I'll let you look in, like, you can look in there. And so he opens up the door, and the guy sees just these rows and stacks of boxes, and they all have names on them. And before Peter can stop him, he goes running down the aisle, and he looks for his name, and he pulls out his box, and he opens it up, and he's just devastated. Like, he's just so upset. And Peter's like, this happens with everyone. And inside the box was every single blessing he had not received because he had not asked. And it was full. The box was full. And he's like, well, why did I not get these? And Peter goes, because you did not ask God to give you these blessings. And so it's just, we need to be asking God, God, give me all the blessings you have for me today. It's that simple. We don't need to give this big elaborate curve. Oh God, you're so, God is our Father. We just need to ask. That's all we've got to do. And we don't have to remind him, God, you say that if I ask, you'll give, sort of thing, because he's telling us. He's not just putting it out there like, hey, I might do this for you if you remind me. No, he's always there. He always remembers. So that was the thing that stuck out to me, was like, I just got to ask and have, peace about the outcome. So then the next thing that they talked about was like, who's in your circle? Who is in your circle that you talk to and that's encouraging you? Are they encouraging you to be your best self? Are they encouraging you to run for this 15,000? Or are they going, oh, you're part of that. Oh, why would you want more money? Don't you know there's starving children in Africa? Well, you know what my response is to that? How am I supposed to help those starving children in Africa if I'm starving here in America? I'm getting more so I can give more. And that's what people's mentality needs to be, is, okay, I should not be afraid of making there's enough money out there for everybody, guys. It's the people who get off their butts and work that actually get that money. And when you get more, you can give more. So it was, who is in it? And just remember, in Matthew 12, 31, 35, Jesus says, he was told, your mother and your brothers are outside. And he goes, who is my mother? Who is my brothers? In Christ, we're all family, sort of thing. Like, he wasn't saying, oh yeah, these guys are more important than these guys. No, we're all family in Christ. And so his own family and friends, like, he went back there to talk with them. They pushed him to the side. They would not listen to him, sort of thing. So if Jesus met with his own family disowning him, basically, know that you're never going to make everybody happy. My family, when I started this business, and still to this day, I get not very nice texts from family. But you know what? You got to let it roll off your back like water off a duck's back, because you're going to have that negativity. It's how you use that negativity that is the definer of where you're going with your life. One thing I can say is, when it does start to get to me, I listen to Dr. Daniel's Mind Reset. That, guys, you need to listen to it as much. Like, if you're like, okay, I'm starting to get really down in the dumps, like, just snap out of it. Go listen to that, and it'll snap you right out of it. Like, it's one of those things like, hey, get a grip, grow up, sort of thing, and so it's just really helpful to me. So who's ready for some bonuses? So if you guys make it to Diamond by March 31st, which I know you guys can, because you guys work your butts off. If you make it to Diamond by the March 31st, you get a $15,000 bonus on top of your $2,000 paycheck. I want you guys to all write down 3 big things you do with that $15,000. I don't care what it is. It can be something, it may be small to me, but it's big to you. Buy a new phone. That's big to some people. Buy a candy bar without feeling guilty, like you just spent a whole bunch of money. Something. I don't care what it is. I want you to write it down. And I want you to speak truth over it. Like, I am going to get this sort of thing. And like for me, I printed off I am going diamond, or I am diamond. That's what it was. I am diamond all over. Dad came in and he's like, what is this? Like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm speaking truth. I'm going diamond. And now whenever I talk, I'm like, yep, I'm diamond. That's all I say is I'm diamond. I don't say I'm emerald. That's in the past. I'm diamond. I have it on my phone as my, let's see here, as my screensaver. Let's see if you guys can see it. I am diamond. I am worth it. Why not me? I have it on my phone. I see it. Have it where you can see it, because when you start seeing it all the time, you train your mind to say it over and over and over and over again. And I don't know how I'm going to get diamond. Well, actually I do, because I have an amazing team. But I've asked God, I'm at peace. He's going to make me diamond. Now I'm going to just put in the work. I've got to meet him. Now you can't just say, God, make me this, and then sit there and be like, okay, God, you're going to do it. Like, I'm just sitting here. You have to get up and you have to meet him. You have to put in the work, and he will bless you. Have daily goals. For me, I want to talk to at least 10 people. And I want to have either, by the end of it, 4 solid potentials that have told me I am signing up on this day. Or, something like that. And then I write them down. I have them written down. My kid spilled coffee on my book, so don't judge. But like right here, I have them all written down, guys. This is for February so far. And right next to their name, I put down the date that I'm going to follow up with them. So I'm following up on the 7th with 2 people, on the 10th with 2 people. If I can get their phone number, I put their phone number down, because I'm going to text them. Because Facebook, people will ghost you, but texting, you pop up right there and then. And when they go into their text log to text somebody else, they see your name. So have a goal. Set that goal and go for it. I don't want to hear the excuse of, well, I'm scared of that. Okay, that is an excuse that you're using to not do something to push you forward. If you message me and go, I'm scared, I'm going to go, okay, I get it, but I'm going to push you. You're getting out of this mind frame. Because I know I've told a couple of you guys this, but when I first started in the business, I would not voice message. I was scared to voice message because I was tongue-tied from the time I was born till I was 3. I couldn't eat properly because of it, and I had acid reflux so bad it burnt my esophagus. So I had to do speech therapy until I was like 8, I think it was. I could not talk right. I had a speech impediment. I got made fun of and bullied in school for it. My mom pulled me out of school when I was in 1st grade because I was getting bullied so bad. 1st grade, guys. And so ever since then, I've just been really self-conscious of like people hearing my voice and everything. I don't like to put myself out there. I'm like, no, I'm good. But when I started this business and Thad was sitting right, Thad has been my biggest supporter. Like, I love that man. Sometimes I want to kill him, but I love him. And he was like, well, what would you have to do to get your business, like, to get it going, boosted more? I was like, well, let me ask Brittany. So I messaged Brittany. She always voice messaged me back. She never typed it out. She would voice message me. So Thad could hear it. And she goes, honestly, voice messaging has been my biggest help. And he goes, that's it. You're done texting me. You're voice messaging me from now on. And if I forgot to voice message him, guys, he would literally voice message me yelling through the phone. Nice job, Alicia. He would voice message me through the phone and would be like, voice message me. I'm not reading that. You have to voice message me. And so then I would have to voice message him what I was saying. And trust me, I would say, yeah. I said, I was doing that whole thing. And he's like, calm down, breathe, and you've got this. And so then I would go, okay, the coffee, and I would practice. If you guys need to practice voice messaging me, let me know. I'm here for you. Let Alicia know. Let Stephanie know. Let anybody on the team know. And everybody, I'm sure, here would be like, I'll practice with you, sort of thing. If your thing is talking to people face to face, we'll help you get over that. It's one of those things that Satan is using your fear against you to keep you from your blessing. You've got to tell Satan, no, get behind me. God's before me. Same with like letting fear come into you about, I don't know if I'm going to hit diamond. I'm not sure about that. No, you are going to hit diamond because that's Satan coming into your mind. And it's no, you've prayed about it. You've told God, this is what, bless me, God. Now move forward as if it's going to happen. And God will meet you. It's when you go, oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to take a step back. I'm not sure about this. When you do that, then God's like, well, I'm going to take a step back too because you're not meeting me. And Satan goes, ooh, I've got her now, So don't give Satan that foothold into your mind. If you start to feel it, message one of us. I don't care if it's just like, oh, I just had a little thought today. Message me. And you know what? I will take a book and I will, virtually slap you. But I'm more of the tough love, guys. I'm sorry. Alicia's my yellow. She's the one who balances me out. Like, I'm really red. There's sometimes I open my mouth, I'm like, oh, that was a little harsh. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to come out like that. But that's just me. Sorry. So if you want more of the puppy love, go to Alicia. She'll rub your tummy. Where I'm more like, get over it. But so have a daily goal, write it down, speak truth over it, and move forward. And don't hold back. So we just need to go for it. Just go full force for it. I don't care who you have to talk to. For me, I was like, you know what? I'm messaging all these people in December. I have been going for Emerald, guys, for 4 months. 4 months. Twice I have been so close to Emerald. I'd be within reaching of it. And guess what? I finally realized what it was. I was starting to be like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to get there. I'm not really sure. And I'd have a leg fall out underneath of me. And so then I'd have to start all over again. But in December, I was like, you know what? I'm going Emerald. I do not care. Yes, I have to rebuild, but I'm going to get there by the time I go to Tampa. It is happening. On December 31st, I had to get 4 customers and 1 distributor to go to be Ruby again. I got those 4. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it. I started messaging people. Like, I'd go through their Facebook and I'd be like, okay, this person likes coffee. This person likes this person likes this. And I'd write them down. And then I'd be like, I'd go to their page, I'd like some stuff. And then like a couple hours later, I'd be like, hey, I saw you really, really like this. I really like this. I was curious if you'd be open to switching for 90 days. It's been a real blessing to me. I completely understand, but I didn't think it would hurt to ask you. Because when you say, I didn't think it would hurt to ask you, you're leaving it in their court. You're letting them be like, oh, well, she actually, she's leaving it up to me, sort of thing. So when you put it that way, they're more like, and say open, not interested. Never say interested. Now I've typed open so many times, guys, that when I'm talking, I'm like, are you open to this? And Thad's like, I feel like I'm one of your customers. And so it's just one of those things that now I don't ever say, are you interested? I say, are you open? And so I got 5 loyal customers on the 31st and 1 distributor. That distributor signed up with 20 seconds left on the clock. for 2019. Now, guys, I almost had a heart attack. I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting right here at this computer. And I'm like, please, 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 please. I was waiting for that email to come through that she'd signed. I was waiting for that text that she said, I'm through. And I got it 20 seconds before the end of 2019. And I messaged Brittany, and Brittany's like, you cannot do this to me anymore. You cannot give me a heart attack. I'm like, girl, I'm with you. Like, I almost died. But I was Ruby. And then last month, I said, I am going Emerald. I don't care what it takes. I'm going Emerald by the time I land in Tampa. Guess what, guys? Alicia had a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like, I was waiting on Alicia. Alicia was my person that was holding me back. Yep, she was just, that person. And, no, I love you, Alicia. I couldn't do it without you. But she had a whole bunch, like, come to find out, we'd skipped getting her commission qualified, or Fast Start qualified, which was holding her paycheck back, which was holding me back from being Emerald. And I was in flight, like I was in the air, and I'm trying, like I bought the Wi-Fi, and I'm like messaging her, messaging Brittany. We're doing all this stuff trying to get it, and I'm like, I have like all the volume was there to go Emerald. It was just, one of those things that a technicality was holding us back. And I was like, God, I said I want to be Emerald. I asked you at the beginning of the month. I know it's in your hands. I'm not worrying about it. And I just I sat back and I played with Cam the rest of the flight. I got a loyal customer, which pushed me over while I was on that flight. And I was just at peace with the outcome. And guess what? I landed in Emerald. I landed an Emerald in Tampa. Now, you can't tell me that God does not work when we ask for his help, when we put him first. So that's my soapbox there, guys. That conference has just given me so much fire. Like, when we are close to the fire, we're going to catch on fire. And when you start to feel like you're fizzling out, message us and we'll get you back on fire, sort of thing. If you haven't, I recommend you get this book, The Prayers of Jabez. There was another book. Sorry, I have the hiccups really bad now. So excited I have the hiccups. Rhinoceros Success. If you guys have audiobook, go get Rhinoceros Success and listen to it. I promise it'll change your life. Rhinoceros Success and exactly what to say. Fill out your charts. Decide who you want to run with to Ruby, because that's your first goal. Get 3 distributors, and those 3 distributors need to bring in 6 people each for them to be able to get their 150, because commissions has changed. Now, you get to keep your 5% that you used to lose when you moved a customer. So you got a 5% increase in your paycheck when you bring in a loyal customer. You get $150 when your new distributor brings in 6 loyal customers and is Fast Start qualified. They get $150 in Fast Start, or in products, when they are Fast Start qualified. Where it used to be $100 in products, a $100 bonus, is now $150. And for every 2, so it's broken down. So you get $50 for 2 loyal customers that they bring in. So they bring in 2, you get $50. They bring in 2, you get $50. They bring in 2, you get $50. There's your 6 loyal customers. That's over 500 BV usually, like depending on how much of product they bring in. And yeah, think of what you could do with $150. You guys have 3 $30 off promo codes from yourself if you ran your auto ship last month. If you have your husband signed up like I do, I got 6 because I ran his auto ship too. Use those 3. So what I'm doing is, if somebody messages me and I don't feel like they're really committed to this business, it's more like, I'm going to just kind of fill it out. I don't give them the promo code. I make them sign up with the $99. But if they tell me I'm going to work my butt off, I give them that promo code. Because I want people on my team that are going to work their butt off just as hard as you guys do. So, use your promo codes, stay on fire, let's have fun this month, guys, and let's all go diamond. Like, we can do this. So I'm going to stop the recording, and if anybody has questions, we can go over them.